What's going on YouTube? It's your boy CoinCoverage here, bringing a new cryptocurrency video. And guys, in this video I want to talk about Bitcoin and Icon together and why Icon is actually at all-time highs, although it might not seem like it in the USD price comparison. Now, when I go into Icon, Icon has had their mainnet, which was launched, and then their summit, which is actually today in terms of Korean time. If you guys don't know, Korea is about a day ahead of us. I would say about 12, 14, 16 hours ahead of us. And today they'll be doing their summit or their annual expo for Icon. And they have a bunch of stuff planned. They'll be announcing a new roadmap. And also, it's a whole annual event, the tallest tower in South Korea and the 5th tallest building in the world. So they're going to do a bunch of stuff in that building, like I said. I do think it's at the top, towards the top of the building, so there's a nice, oversight of South Korea, excuse me. So, like I said, I'm really excited for it. You guys should be too. But the price, down 8% on the USD daily. Now, there's a reason for this. There's a reason for this, and there's also a reason for this green right here. So the green means that we've been up 2% in terms of BTC value, which means we've gained 2% of our Bitcoin value has gone up, which is right now we're at about 85,000 Satoshi. But, however, we need to take a look at the USD price as well and compare why did it go down USD if it went up in Bitcoin? Well, Bitcoin has been taking a shit lately and hasn't been doing too good, obviously. We see Bitcoin as slowly, starting to, gravitate above the 100-day and then kind of just fall apart once again. And it kind of just was like, not really finding support. It was kind of unsure if it wanted to, feel its need there. But like I said, guys, it really fell below. And I don't know if we're going to hit the 200-day or what. I really don't know. But this is actually some worrying price action. Although this isn't the closing price action just yet because we're still in the daily. I mean, it could hit 9,000 or the low 9,000s like it did back here in the first crash not too long ago. But we might be in the middle of a second crash within the past 2 weeks. Now, do I think Bitcoin is a bad coin? No, I do not think it's a bad coin. Although I do think altcoins are going to be the mass adoption we're going to see from the major public. And Bitcoin's essentially just hurting altcoins at this point while it's driving the price down constantly. Although people, I know, like the USD price for Bitcoin, as it goes down, obviously, that 84,000 Satoshis Icon is worth is obviously going to fall down USD price as well, which is sadly the truth. But like I said, Icon is actually at all-time highs in terms of BTC value, as we see the 4-hour chart here. So each one of these candles is 4 hours. We do see Icon, at the top, at the tippity top here. We've seen it grow in BTC value for quite a bit within the recent days, and it actually has had pretty exponential growth in terms of BTC value. As you can see, we've seen constant growth, which is a great pattern. Icon was actually a really good coin to be in this month, regardless of the USD price and Bitcoin falling. It's still, maintained its BTC price, actually gained BTC price. So I've noticed my portfolio has been gaining BTC from Icon, kind of hedging against Bitcoin here. And in my opinion, you could have, been, the lower end of the stick here and really got hurt from this constant Bitcoin crashing. Now, we are nearly all-time highs. We actually hit above 92,000 Satoshi the other day. And like I said, Bitcoin is looking fabulous in terms of, or not Bitcoin, ICX is looking fabulous in terms of BTC price, maintaining it at least and not falling apart. Especially with the underwhelming, mainnet launch that was not really underwhelming in terms, it was more in terms of price action was underwhelming, USD value, but then again, Bitcoin was probably driving the price down for those days. But as you can see on the mainnet launch on the 24th here, we didn't have a spectacular day. We had a really big pump up to all-time highs and kind of just fell back down. But it's now the 31st, which is this day for 31st for South Korea. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. I'm thinking the price will obviously go up. It could go down as well because people could be selling the news, the counter effect. But excuse me. Really, it's hard to tell at this point, guys. Bitcoin's price action is obviously looking worrying. The 10,000 wall wasn't as strong as people once thought it was, because it did drop to about $9,700. And if you picked up some good cheap Bitcoin, I mean, now is the time to do it. This period right here of Bitcoin crashing is the time to pick up some cheap Bitcoin if you believe in Bitcoin in the long term. As you can see, RSI is almost in the oversold part. And we haven't seen the oversold hits until back in September, like I said, when it really fell below the 100-day and couldn't maintain it. So who knows, guys? I really don't know at this point what to do with Bitcoin, because Bitcoin, as we've been tracking it for the past couple of weeks now, it has just been falling apart in terms of USD value, and it's reasonable. I mean, it wasn't really reasonable when Bitcoin kept shooting up and up and up. There had to be some sell side, and I think the institutions are really starting to sell Bitcoin at this point. Now, I've been a really big advocate of Ethereum lately, and I really like Ethereum and what they're doing. And they're really they really revolutionized the whole altcoin market. They really are the ones who started the altcoin market essentially. They really are the founders of that, and I do think Ethereum will continue to grow upon that discovery and really make smart contracts a thing, which they already have. But being able to build upon it and allow trading to be taken with Ethereum on exchanges that have more volume with Ethereum trading pairs, and I think that's the future for Ethereum. And I do think that's why it could possibly beat out Bitcoin one day. I don't think Bitcoin's ever lost the #1 spot. If it has, I don't remember. So if Ethereum could possibly reach the #1 spot, I wouldn't be surprised sometime this year. I really wouldn't be, because it's kind of like Ethereum is starting to gain more popularity, as especially as of recently. It is down 8%. However, but I do think it's up for the BTC price. Yeah, it's important to look at BTC price, guys, when you're looking at trading, because you really want to gain much Bitcoin value. Although Bitcoin, if you're not really bullish on Bitcoin, then you shouldn't be looking at BTC trading pairs either, because if you think Bitcoin's going to constantly be going down, then what's the point of looking at something that you think will keep going down and measure it upon that? It really doesn't make sense in that aspect. That's why I think USD trading pairs directly correlate with altcoins could be a better solution than if maybe buying with Ethereum. But right now, as of the time of this market, I do think Ethereum, there's no point in buying Bitcoin and selling it for altcoins at this point. It's really only useful if you either buy Ethereum or Litecoin or BNB coin, whatever. If you're buying off Coinbase, obviously Ethereum would be the only useful trading pair on Binance, since Binance is the most popular exchange right now. Since there isn't really any USD to direct all their altcoin trading pairs major exchange right now, except for Coinbase, obviously, which has 4 coins on it. But however, Ethereum, I don't know. We'll have to wait for the future of Ethereum. I really am bullish on Ethereum though, long term. Even though it has more competitors than Bitcoin, I guess every coin's competing with Bitcoin, but in terms of smart contract and the platform coins, I do think Ethereum will still thrive under these conditions of beating the #1 cryptocurrency and having a lot of trading volume resulting in it. So, yeah, do I hate Bitcoin still? No, I don't think. I've lost my little bit of confidence with Bitcoin after this correction. Although it's nothing to panic about. Bitcoin's still a great currency. I'm just more bullish on Ethereum in the long term of Bitcoin, not just about in price, but also the multitudes of the more opportunity you have to make money off Ethereum than you do with Bitcoin, in my opinion. So yeah, I don't hate Bitcoin. I love Bitcoin to death as well. I love all altcoins. Maybe not Ripple, but Ethereum still. I like Ethereum as probably one of my favorites in the top 5 here. Probably my favorite of these top 5. Neo is #6 though, so if Neo sticks in there, I probably have to pick Neo. But in terms of trading pairs and the #1 cryptocurrency I had to predict in a year from now, I think Ethereum would be probably my #1 pick. Obviously, Bitcoin would be my second pick, but I do think Ethereum could possibly overtake Bitcoin in this 2018 year of altcoins or cryptocurrency. So that would really make a statement for altcoins. If Ethereum ever hit #1, you guys would be seeing altcoins completely skyrocket. I do think Bitcoin remaining #1 isn't really going to help altcoins all that much. I don't know how they're going to measure altcoins in terms of price. I think they'll maybe lean towards more of the Ethereum trading pairs and default to that. Although that's just a prediction. This is a really, really bold prediction. Like I said, this is kind of like breaking the crypto norms of measuring a Bitcoin price. And that would really, really, really trigger some people. So don't get so mad. I'm just trying to predict the future and what I personally think. So if you disagree, it's all fun and games. This is the whole point of a free market. So, like I said, guys, I'm not too sure what's the thing about Bitcoin at this point. I've said it. It's probably going to rebound back up to the 50-day. I kept saying that. I really said it was going to have support at the 100-day, which is this blue line here, but it really hasn't been able to maintain above it at all in the past week or so. So, which is unfortunate. If you really wanted to pick up some cheap Bitcoin, I mean, I keep saying this, but now is the time to really get into it. Down here before it was not up here, obviously. If you bought up here, I'm sorry, but Right now it's only at about 10,000, so maybe you can pick up some cheap Bitcoin, or there's a lot of cheap altcoins you can buy. So I'll be making my February list, top coins for February. You guys know you love those videos. On the February 1st, tomorrow I'll actually be uploading, or we'll be doing the live stream of my monthly Google Hangout. On the 31st, it will be at 6 p.m. Pacific time, so make sure you guys be here for that. That'll be live, and I'll be about a 3-hour live stream for that. So we'll have to wait and see who shows up to that and what we talk about. I'm gonna have like a schedule planned out and stuff. But I really want to thank you guys for watching. I'm almost at 2K subs, so it's kind of like the perfect time. That big Google live stream will be pretty big. I'm getting really excited for it. I can't wait to talk to you guys. If you guys donate on the Patreon, you guys can still do that too. If you want to be part of the Google live stream, excuse me, let me know. It's right here. It lists it all right here. The links in the description. So, yep, go follow me on Twitter, guys. Join my Patreon if you really want to support me. Right now, I'm still not monetized. I'm waiting to be monetized on YouTube. And I've just been busy with school lately, so my uploads have been kind of slow. But I'm ready to pick up the pace. I was thinking about doing 2 videos a day, 1 in the morning and 1 at night. But I feel like I need to ease into that more and start uploading daily before I start uploading twice a day. So I was thinking about uploading more just because that seems to be the norm here on YouTube to upload cryptocurrency all the time, and I can push out content like that. I just want to make sure my content's somewhat quality. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Follow me on Twitter. Do all that all that cool stuff. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, everyone, and look out for the Icon Summit today, actually. So 31st in Korea. So later, guys. Peace out.